Hello everyone, welcome to Addon. So now we are going to solve this question where we have been asked to calculate the center of gravity of the following lamina. So as you can see, there are multiple figures involved in this particular lamina. There is a semicircle, there are two triangles and one rectangle. So how can we find out the center of gravity for the overall lamina? So if you know the formula, it will be easy for you to calculate. So the overall center of gravity formula is nothing but A1 x1 plus A2 x2 plus A3 x3 plus A4 x4 divided by A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4. So this is for this particular condition. So generalized formula will be nothing but x bar is nothing but summation of AI xi divided by summation of AI. Similarly, the y bar component will be summation of AI yi divided by summation of AI. So AI is nothing but the individual like cross sections area, and the yi is their location of center of gravity according to the coordinate system. So y is in the y component of the center of gravity, x is for the x component of center of gravity. So we need to find the both the components for finding the center of gravity of the overall figure. So let us see how we can do that. Firstly, you like if you observe in the equation, you need an area of the individual figures and we need the center of gravity of the. So x2, let us just take it as bar because these are center of gravity of the individual figures, and we need the center of gravity of the individual figures also. So similarly for the y on also, we have x1 y1 bar plus a2 icon plus a3 y3 plus a4 y4, and now just give it a bar A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4. So yeah, these are both the formulas, and we need to find the x and y, the overall x and y. So firstly, let us calculate for area for each of the figures because that will be the easy part. We know the coordinates, all the coordinates of the. So let us take firstly the coordinate system. So let us consider this as our origin. So let us say this is 0, comma 0. At this point, let us take it as origin so that we will establish a origin. Then whatever we calculate is that will be coming from this origin only. So let us say if you want to calculate the center of gravity of this rectangle, so we will say that it is like located at 50 comma like something. So 50 comma like entire y. So this will be the line of center of gravity. And center of gravity will be located somewhere here 50 comma 20 from this, because this is the 0 line, like the y is equal to 0 line. This is y is equal to 0 and this is x is equal to 0 line. So it will be 50 comma 20 the location of center of gravity for this rectangle. So it is necessary to establish a coordinate system in order to solve any question, because you will be solving according to that like the convention or the coordinate system. So yeah, that is how we can establish a coordinate system. The next thing which we will be calculating is that let us just name them. We have rectangle, we have let us say triangle, upward triangle. So let us call it triangle 1. We have a triangle 2, which is this triangle. Let us call it triangle number 2, right one. And we have a semicircle. So let us just do this, and we have area for each of them, because we need area in our formulas. The individual area, let us say you can say that A1, A2, A3, and A4 are there. The terms are there in our equation, so we need individual areas also. So area for the rectangle will become 100 into 40, because you know that the formula for area is length into breadth, and this is 100 is the length, and breadth is nothing but 40. So it will be 100 into 40, which is 4,000. And this will be units. So whatever units are there, so unit square. And we have the area for triangle 1, which is this triangle. Let us say this is 1, this was our 2. So if you want to calculate area for a triangle, the formula is nothing but half into length of the base into the height. So half into base into height. So half into the length of the base is nothing but this length, which is 100 as given in the question only. And the height is nothing but 20, again given in this question as 20. So it will be half into 100 into 20. So half into 100, so 100 into 20 divided by 2 will become 1,000. So it will be 1000. We have for this triangle number 2 again half into this base, which is nothing but 30 now, and this height, which is 40 now. So 40 into 30 divided by 2 will become 600. So we have 600 as the triangle 2 area. And for the semicircle, it will become pi r square by 2, because pi r square is the area for the entire circle. So for the semicircle, the area will become pi r square by 2. So it will be pi into the r is not, you can calculate r from this value. This is 40. So the r should be 20, half of the 40, because the 40 will become the diameter. So yeah, the radius will become 20. So we have pi into 20 into 20 divided by 2. We have 628. And 3 as the area. So let us just calculate. Again, we have 5 into 20 into 20 by 2. We have 628.3. So yeah. So these are the areas. So let us just calculate the sum of areas also, because in the denominator, as you can see, we have sum of areas. So let us just calculate sum of areas. We have 4000 plus 1000 plus 600 plus 628.3. So it comes out to be 6228.3. So we have the sum of the area also, summation AI we have. So yeah. Next we will calculate the centroid location for the x values. So centroid location for the x size. And then we will calculate the y's also, because we need to find the for the entire lamina we need to find. So firstly we will find for the individual lamina, and then applying the formula we will find for the entire lamina. So it should be clear why are we doing this. So essentially we are doing this to put it in this formula, that x bar and y bar. We know the formula for x bar and y bar, which is the overall center of gravity of the lamina. And we know that these consist of the individual areas and the individual center of gravities in the x direction, in the y direction. That is why we are finding that x individual terms to put it in this formula and to get the answer. That is why are we doing this. So any question based on center of gravity, you need to do this only, essentially. So we have x1, which will be the rectangle's center of gravity in the x direction. So as you can see, so let us just rub this. You have this as your coordinate system. So the center of gravity for the rectangle in the x direction will obviously come in the midpoint of this rectangle, which will be 50 from the 0.0, point, which is x0, which is the origin. So in the x direction, it will be 50. So it will be 50 in the x direction. Because the center of gravity for the rectangle comes at L by 2, V by 2, which is nothing but the center of the rectangle. So yeah, that is why it is going to x. And in the x direction, it will be 50. You also can give it in the y direction, which will be 20, because again 50, 20 will be the center. So L by 2, V by 2 for the rectangle. And for the triangle 1, which is this upward triangle, we need to calculate the center of gravity. So in the x direction, it will be again the 50, because as you can see, it is a symmetric about the y, this axis. So the center of gravity will lie in the middle in the x direction, but not in the y direction, because there is, so yeah, somewhere here. So center of gravity will be somewhere here, because there is more mass in the downwards of this. Just look at this rectangle. So you will get what I will say, I am saying. If you cannot like intuitively think what is the center of gravity or where will it lie, you can directly like use a simple trick that just give the coordinates of the entire triangle, which is nothing but this coordinate will become 100, 40, like according to a sign convention or according to our origin. We have this as 0, 40, and we will have this as 50, because this is at the midpoint, 40 plus 20, which is 60. And the center of gravity for the like the triangle will lie in nothing but, so x can be calculated as x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, and y can be calculated as y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is the simplest like form of center of gravity calculation for a triangle. So you can directly apply this. So we have 100 plus 50 plus 0, which is 150 divided by 3, which is 50. So in the x direction, it becomes 50. As we have already, like it truly also said that it should be in the midpoint because it is symmetrical about that y axis. Also, we in the y direction, we can calculate 60 plus 40 plus 40, which will be 140 divided by 3. So 140 divided by 3 will become 46.66. So it will be 46.66 from this origin. So 40. So this is 40. So it should be 6.66 from here, which is nothing but 20 by 3. Because if you know the concept that from the like the center of gravity for a triangle is nothing but the intersection of medians. So this is the midpoint, let us say, and this is the point. So it will be located at x by 3 and 2x by 3. So the total height, let us say, is x, which is 20. So it will be x by 3 from this, which is 6.66. So yeah, you can also calculate using this like x by 3 concept, or you can also calculate using this formula. X is nothing but x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 all. So if you move ahead into the second triangle which we have, so just give it their location also. We have 100 in the x direction, comma 0. We have 130, comma 0. And we have 100, comma 40 as the coordinates of this triangle. So again, apply that formula, which is summation of all of this divided by 3. So we will have something like 100 plus 100 is 200 plus 130 divided by 3 will come out to be 110. So triangle 2 xi should be 110. Again, you can also calculate to the 100 plus 30 by 3, which is again 110. So yeah, this is how we can calculate the xi of triangle 2. And y of triangle 2, again, you can calculate using the formula, which is 40 plus 0 plus 0 divided by 3. So 40 by 3 comes out to be 130.3. So 13.33. So for the semicircle, the formula for the y like center of gravity is 4r by 3 pi. You need to remember this for semicircle. This is an important formula. So like if you do not have this formula, you cannot calculate for the semicircle. It is not like a triangle. If you give the coordinates and just draw the average, it is not like that. You need to remember this formula in order to calculate for the semicircle. So 4r by 3 pi. So 4 into 20 divided by 3 into pi. So 80 divided by 3 into, will give you 8.48 as the minus 8.48 because it is left of the cross section. So this is something, it is on the left of the cross section. And in the y, it will be just in the midpoint of the like rectangle also because of symmetry. So it will be 40 divided by 2, which is 20. So in the y, it will be 20. Yeah. 8.45. 8.48 it is. So you can just assume it to be 8 point, let us call it 48 only. Now let us not like assume anything. 8.5 you can also assume, but let us keep it 8.48 only. We have yeah, the x value which will be a1. So 4000 into 50 plus 1000 to 50. See, actually yeah, it should be 50 only. So plus a3 is 600 into 110 plus 628.3 into minus 8.48 divided by 6228.3, which is summation of A. So we will have something as a 4000 600. We have 49.88 as your answer. So let us just calculate it once again and check if the answer is correct. We have 4000 into 50. Yes, 1000 into 50 was 600 into 110 minus reached. Right, it was 16 to 3. Yeah, 49.88 will become your value of center gap in the x direction. And in the y direction, it will become 4000 into 20 plus 1000 into 46.66 plus 600 into 13.33 plus 628.3 into 20 divided by 6228.3. And you can also calculate this using your calculator. We have 4000 into 20 plus 1000 into 46.66 plus 600 into 13.33 is 628.3 into 20 divided by 6228.3. It is 23.63 as your units. So we have found the x and the y coordinate. So the CG location will become x comma y, which is 49.88 comma 23.63. Yeah, this is how you can solve this question. Thank you.